MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
When we first tested a Sterling, we found it to be a beautifully designed car with the character and performance you expect from across the pond. Unfortunately, this English transplant has sold poorly. But the English have never been the sort to give up easily, so Sterling is renewing its attack on the U.S. market with an all-new model line, the highlight of which is this 5-door 827 SLI hatchback. Like all the new Sterling line, the 827 SLI does bear a passing resemblance to its cousin, the Acura Legend. Sterling's use of Japanese mechanicals forces some styling compromises, but that hasn't stopped the Sterling engineers from giving the 827 SLI and its siblings a very European look. The 5-door SLI, which sells in Europe as the Rover Vitesse, reflects this most of all. Its long sloping roofline is more reminiscent of home market competitors like Citroën than anything that ever rolled under a Honda badge. The price, however, is right in Acura Legend territory. Our 827 SLI test car tipped the price scales at $29,675. But if you're thinking that you might as well just buy an Acura, remember the 827 SLI's most distinguishing feature. The Legend doesn't have a large hatchback and the convenience that goes with it. Open the hatch and you find a roomy 16.6 cubic foot trunk that easily holds a family-sized load of luggage. If you need even more space, there are 2 seatback releases, but they're rather inconveniently located and you must release both of them. Once you do, you are rewarded with a huge 49.6 cubic feet of cargo. The one-piece seatback doesn't offer the passenger cargo versatility of a split unit, but all that space makes it a bit more acceptable. But if passengers are all that you need to carry, you'll carry them in comfort. The spacious rear cabin offers plenty of head and leg room, and the well-padded bench seat is quite comfortable. There's plenty of room up front, too. The interior features a fine blend of leather and wood, as well as a host of standard features, ranging from a power moonroof to central locking. The dash exhibits strong European styling cues. Once again, one is reminded of a Citroën or a Vauxhall. The flimsy-feeling switchgear also reminds us why some European makes have a hard time in the U.S. market. Our staff was divided about the Sterling's gauges. Some found them to be odd and confusing. Others read them easily and felt the unique design added character to the SLI's dash. There were no complaints, however, about the Sterling seats. The leather-covered buckets were well padded with plenty of support and just enough bolstering for spirited driving. The versatile heat and ventilation controls have hard-to-see markings that we found annoying, but we like their excellent dash position and efficient layout. The fine-sounding 80-watt Philips cassette stereo suffers a similar fate. The almost invisible markings mar an otherwise excellent control layout. Power comes from Honda's proven 2.7-liter V6 engine, which is shared with the Acura Legend. The 2.7 powers all current Sterling models, putting out 160 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to pull our 3,230-pound test car from 0 to 60 in 8.9 seconds, and through the quarter mile in 16.8 seconds at 86 miles per hour. The 5-speed manual transmission, with its slick, accurate shifter and tight gear ratios, keeps the power flowing smoothly. Hard acceleration produces some modest front-drive torque steer, but the tires quickly find some bite and away you go. Handling is what one expects from a European car, though the Sterling feels a bit ragged at the limit when compared with some of its continental competitors. Front plow is moderate, but the rear wheels tend to wander. A quick flick of the steering wheel brings them back into line. The quick power steering provides plenty of feel, so even emergency maneuvers can be dealt with calmly. There's not much adrenaline required for braking either. The standard Bosch anti-lock brakes stop the 827 SLI in only 112 feet from 60 miles per hour. The nose dips a bit during hard braking, but the car remains rock solid. Only a modest pedal pulsation tells you that the ABS is working. After the Sterling's fine track performance, we were disappointed by a harsh ride, especially on rough roads. Highway driving was more comfortable, and interior sound a reasonable 67 decibels. EPA mileage ratings for the 827 SLI are 18 city, 23 highway. We got 22 miles per gallon on our mixed test loop. On our safety check, the 827 SLI passes with rear shoulder belts and anti-lock brakes. Our 1989 model lacked front passive restraints. Our list of hits starts with the 827 SLI's plentiful cargo space. That's followed by the luxurious interior, comfortable seats, high level of performance, handsome European styling, and hatchback convenience. Misses include the flimsy dash hardware and hard-to-see dash markings. We were also disappointed with the harsh ride, inconveniently located rear seat releases, and lack of a split rear seat back. The Sterling's most logical competitor, the Merkur Scorpio, costs less than the Sterling, but it also has fewer standard features. The Merkur offers a better ride and better quality dash hardware. The Sterling's close cousin, the Acura Legend, cost about the same when similarly equipped. It offers a similar level of standard features and slightly better performance. It also has front passive restraints, but lacks the Sterling hatchback's versatility and luxury. Yet it may be the Acura's higher market profile that ultimately wins buyers over. Luxury car owners are a conservative group and rarely take chances on little-known nameplates. Hopefully Sterling's aggressive new ad campaign will change all that, because the 827 SLI and its siblings are cars that deserve a niche in the luxury car market.